all those moments will be lost in time.
Well, I didn't expect to have to make another video on Laura Leach so soon, but there's a poll on Instagram and on Twitter right now. So far, most of you have said that you're interested in this video, so hopefully you are, because here I am recording it. So, let's just get into this apology video and see if Laura Lee has somewhat redeemed herself.
I want to talk to you guys in this video. It's been so hard. So much possible. So hard. It's probably the hardest things I've ever done. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to you guys. I'm so sorry for disappointing you. It hurts me so bad to disappoint you all who have supported me for so many years. I know that I'm better than that person.
I don't want to be mean here, I really don't, but you guys know that I am harsh with my opinions, and that's just a reality. Jeffree Star tweeted this. Well, actually answered a tweet and said this, okay? Now, taking this into consideration, to me, this does look like acting. To me, this does look over the top. And I say that because, first of all, she keeps like wiping away tears, but not that many tears are coming down. If you really look, there are only a few tears coming down, so you're just kind of like, what's going on? And when she wipes them off, she does this like dramatic kind of wipe off instead of just being like a normal person. The first, 57 seconds have been squeaky, and I can't understand what's happening. There's been nothing of said really apart from, I'm sorry for disappointing you guys, okay? That's valid. She could be sorry for disappointing us. I don't know. I don't really want to put myself as part of the people she's disappointed, because I've been disappointed for a while, so this is nothing new. But she's not said anything. This video is 4 minutes and 42 seconds, and in the first 57 seconds, nothing of concrete has been said. Now, there is nothing wrong with being emotional. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem with being emotional is that it's very easy to tell crocodile tears, in my opinion, compared to genuine tears and genuine, like, attack of panic and, like, fear and remorse and disappointment. My question is, this has been news for long enough for you to potentially calm down and have a level-headed video where you're like, hey, I fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like Jeffree Star did, where he was level-headed and was straight to the point. Now, I'm not saying Jeffree Star is perfect, I'm not putting him on a pedestal, I'm just saying a level-headed approach most of the time is going to be a lot more effective than you crying like this. Just saying.
6 years ago, decided to retweet things that were so vile and hurtful. I was so stupid and ignorant, and I have no excuses here today. I'm not here to give you an excuse. I have no excuses. I'm only here to say that I'm so sorry. And I hope one day that you guys can save me for the woman that I am. And that I can prove to you guys that I'm not that girl. I love you guys so much. And whenever I see I disappointed you, it just breaks my heart into a million pieces. I'm so sorry for anyone that's been hurt through this.
So, yes, she said sorry, but again, we come in to the same problem. First of all, she claims she retweeted the tweets. So, while that's not really making excuses for yourself, it's also not owning up. It's kind of trying to distance yourself from the tweets, the same way you tried to distance yourself from the racism by saying that it was like Alabama's fault that you made these racist comments. But whether the tweets were retweeted or tweeted originally by you, it doesn't really matter, okay? Like, the intention of the tweet is the same. So to specifically mention a retweet to me seems a little bit like making an excuse. And I appreciate her saying that she's sorry, and I appreciate her saying that like her heart's broken into a million pieces. I don't buy it for 1 second, but I can appreciate her saying that, and I hope that someone believes it. I don't believe it. And I especially don't believe it when this apology did not come from her wanting to apologize, because her apology was via note. She did this because she felt pressured into doing it. So this whole thing is a performance in my perspective. Like, there's no way this could be genuine unless she either was straight up and level-headed with us, or she made the video when it was time to make it, not like after a while when she was like, oh shit, like I'm losing subscribers, I'm losing money.
Anyone. I feel so just disappointed that I don't even like to look at myself, because like I can't even believe that I would retweet ugly things and be, you know, things that would hurt people. Like, I can't believe I didn't see the pain behind that kind of tweet and that kind of behavior. I did, and I'm so sorry. There's no excuse. There's nothing I can say that's an excuse. I'm just sorry. I did that 6 years ago. I wish it was a better 6 years ago, but I can't pray for the past. I can only pray for the future. I also want to say in this video that please just, if you hate me, please just hate me. People have called my mother and threatened to kill her. They've gotten her phone number. They attacked a child. My 14-year-old niece attacked her. And I asked you guys, please just let this be me. Let this be about me. It's not about my family. It's about me. It's not about anyone else. This is my sorry.
So she mentioned that her mom got death threats, that her 14-year-old niece was attacked. That I'm not okay with. As much as we might disagree with these beauty gurus, whatever you want to call them, there is no excuse for that kind of behavior. The maximum thing you should do is make a response video like I'm making right now. That is enough. But for anyone to go out and attack a young girl or the mother for Laura's actions, no. That is unacceptable, and I'm completely sorry that Laura Lee went through that. As much as I don't like her, as much as I don't like the situation, nobody should go through that. Because if I ever did something and my husband was like held accountable or people attacked him for it, I would be devastated. So that's not okay. That's not okay whatsoever. However, there's always the however. When she says, this is me, this is my sorry, it's just like, yeah, you keep saying you're sorry, but you're not really talking about why you're sorry or what you're sorry about. You're being kind of a victim here. Now, mentioning what happened with your mom and your niece, that's totally fine. The thing is, victimhood comes in when you're like, it's been so hard for me these days, like, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff you usually don't want to incorporate into an apology, because then it makes it sound like you feel like you're a martyr. And now she's acting kind of like a martyr too, where it's like, just let it be me, just let me take the fall for my own dumb actions in the past. So I understand what she means, but at the same time, it's just like she's come off as so lacking of genuine feeling that here it's just kind of over the top to the point where you're like, just stop. Just please stop it. You know what I mean?
There's another part of this story that, like, I don't know if you all know, but me and Gabriel and Nikita and Manny took a picture with our middle fingers up, and we were trying to mimic Kylie Jenner's birthday picture, and the picture was taken out of context, and it ended up causing pain, you know, for other people. And I just want to say I'm sorry to Jeffrey for the pain we may have caused you in this. I didn't know that that picture was going to be taken out of context and that anything was going to be said to you. But at the end of the day, it was done. So I need to owe you an apology for this. And I know we're not friends anymore, but I want to apologize to you. Thank you guys for giving me some time. And I hope you guys understand that I just need some time now. I love you guys so much. And I'm sorry.
Not to be a bitch, but honestly, those were the longest 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes of my life. And I feel like not much territory was covered. Now, as much as I'm sure I will be called an unfeeling bitch for not like empathizing with this crying woman, I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I really don't buy it. First of all, even in Jeffrey's Snapchat, he called Gabriel Zamora or whatever the fuck. He called him the sacrificial lamb, and he's right. Because Gabriel Zamora is the one who made this tweet. I don't know if it's still available. If I find it, I'll put it here, where they all had their middle fingers up and they were like, and he alluded to Jeffrey being bitter because he's not friends with them anymore or something. So it wasn't taken out of context. It was your friend who made a comment, and now you're saying it's taken out of context because that suits your narrative. But you can't say it was taken out of context when it was someone in your own group, because they are part of the context. So that doesn't really align. But then again, you're okay with throwing people under the bus the same way you threw Jeffrey under the bus. Now here you say that you owe him an apology. Doing it publicly, that's cool and everything, but I feel like, what if you just apologized privately? Like, I'm sure there's a phone number or somewhere where you could comment, like on one of his videos, just apologizing. Like, there has to have been a more direct way. I can't help but think that this is some kind of virtue signaling move to be more approachable. And I'm sorry if I'm being too harsh about this, but I'm incredibly cynical of anyone who decides to make an apology because they're pressured into it rather than because they want to do it. Okay? So in the end, I can appreciate that she made an apology. I personally don't buy it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry this video was a little bit of a mess, but I wanted to get it out there pretty quickly since people won't care in like 2 days and she'll be forgiven and everything will be fine. Let's be real. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.